Good to see you too.
Great being up here.
Thank you.
Great.
Good to have you.
Great, good cup of coffee.
Yeah.
Good deal.
So what have you been doing down there in Florida?
Well, we've been working hard, as you know, we're still running all the workshops. The NFPT workshops are running great down there, and through the years, we've really expanded our curriculum, into everything that goes beyond the basic certification, so we can keep doing a great job, and keeping our guys up on point with their training and everything that comes, thereafter. So we've been having a lot of fun with training, with education, sampling products on the market, trying to teach the young guys and the veterans on everything that's out there that they can use, and provide a great service. Not just rec counting, but let's get out there and provide a really good service for the community. As you've been down there, you see it, and that's what brought me up here, just to hang out with you for a little bit, and talk about things, and go from there.
Well, I really like, that we've been in business for a long time together.
Yeah.
And I really respect you a lot. You're really contributing very well to NFPT.
Thank you.
I have to say too that it was several years ago, and I told you this, but when we first met, I think when Don was in Tampa, Florida.
Yeah, Tampa. That was maybe 2004.
Yeah, that's a long time.
Somewhere around there. Yeah.
That's a long time
ago.
Yeah. But I always liked you, and I respect you. You're a consummate professional. You've been serving NFPT in a capacity that just over and above my expectations. You know that I've been down there several times to meet with you and
yeah.
showing me your services, what you're doing, your education curriculums and things like that. I guess all I can say is that in the NFPT organization, that I do respect you a great deal and look forward to years in the future.
Oh, I mean, me too, and likewise, and I respect you the same way, Ron. It's been a mutual thing, and I'm having a great time, helping you with the workshop department and doing everything we do around the world. Right. It's become a worldwide thing. Yeah. Started in South Florida, it's traveled everywhere, and now we ended up even in South Korea teaching our curriculum, and in all the Spanish countries that we're getting into now, into Venezuela and Puerto Rico and Santo Domingo, and if it wouldn't be for the great teamwork that I think we've developed, we wouldn't be there, so it's been a great success. I'm happy about that.
Yeah. Let me switch gears for a second. A few weeks ago, or maybe a few months ago now, you contacted me and you sent me some SBT straps.
I sure did. That's been my latest, away from the NFPT, side of the business, our own venture, down there, and we set up a whole section of the office, kind of repartitioned it to allow for that to happen. But yeah, so what do you think of that SBT? Basically, what's it all,
Yeah,
I have a whole lot of good things to say about it.
Yeah.
We've had great feedback. We've been to several conferences already. URSA, we're going to IDEA now in a couple of weeks. The NSCA contacted us, and we went out to the 34th annual NSCA in Las Vegas. One of my peers and our great speakers, Carlos Santana, used that new product, the SBT, in some of his pre-cons, and we had really great positive feedback from the community. So
I hear that NSCA wanted to do something with sending some abroad.
Well, they've got some of the people going out to Israel, and we donated some of the SBT products out there, and they've taken the product out to the Israeli army or forces, I believe.
Is that for retraining them, or is it for American troops or for Israeli troops? I'm
really not sure. I know they were going out there. We spoke with them at the Youth Training Conference in Orlando. They had a pretty good symposium out there that we were invited to go out there and participate in, and we donated some of the products that they can take out there to help out, and it's been good feedback. I'm waiting for some feedback coming back from there, but it's exciting when fitness and strength and health organizations like what you're doing with a new venture, because this is a completely new venture for me. I've been all in education and curriculums and research, and now this is a whole new venture, but at the same time it's allowing us on the SBT side of this new business to continue the education that a lot of the public seeks for once they've got that credential, because everybody wants to make either their mom, their client, or an athlete a little bit better than what they are, and that's what the community comes to us for. So this is giving me a whole opportunity now, this SBT, to continue, you know, my mission to educate as much as possible out in the community and give people a tool that maybe they didn't have prior to this in the way that it's been in the market, you know.
Well, one of the things I think that set you apart from the TRX, which may be a dirty word, I don't know.
Well, you know,
but anyway, the one thing I really like is the education part of the SBT.
Well, that's
actually teach and teach people how to coach them, how to use the device, how to use the straps, how to set them up. Because quite frankly, when you provided me with the SBTs that we set up, thank God you were here and helped me set them up, because I think I would have had some trouble because we didn't have the instructions.
Yeah.
But anyway, all I'm getting at is that I'm very interested in how you're educating people to use the SBT, if you want to speak on that.
Well, I think that's a key. I think that's a key because there's so many products on the market these days, and that was one of the things that led me to where I am today. You know, again, away from the NFPT side of the business I run with Ron, but you know, starting a new business and getting into manufacturing and having people test and try a product and tell you a lot of times, you know what, it sucks, it's no good because of this, and that, or the other, and that leads you into more research and more trial and error, and you end up with a product that today we've had great feedback. You know, like you know, Ron, you just said it's been great, but we need instruction on how to use it. Most of what I've seen in the industry through the years, I certify all our guys, and they come back to the office and they'll call, hey Felix, you know, do you have anything that can teach us how to use a kettlebell and a stability ball and a medicine ball, and how can I use all these things together? And I saw a couple of yellow and black straps here and there, and I saw a red one and I saw a purple one, whatever color they are, whatever brand they are. I mean, if we go back to the days of the gymnast, hanging off of a pair of rings is something that our Olympic gymnasts have done for so many years. So it's nothing new. I definitely am not going to take claim for inventing suspension or training with your body weight in the air or any of that. I just found a huge need for somebody, you know, and you know, thank God I'm in a position to be able to do it, to develop something that perhaps can be interpreted as a little bit better, a little bit safer, whatever the word is, but that the public can use in a safe manner with proper education. And I didn't see that in the market at the time that I started doing all the work with the SBT. I saw a bunch of straps out there, different colors, different applications, different needs, and I heard a lot of complaints back from the same students that I was certifying on our end. NFPT certified trainers, and then we made affiliations with our educational company, with ACE and with NASM and with NSC, and we've got all these fitness professionals coming in on a weekly basis to our, you know, to our educational facility with something to say about, can this be better, can that be better, why hasn't somebody come up with this, why hasn't somebody come up with that? Well, Felix, I tried using that stuff you were teaching me the other day, and I didn't feel quite comfortable with it, so I'm not going to use it. So through all those, you know, comments and people constantly giving us feedback, it's how I started developing the SBT. We got together with a couple guys in the office. You know, one of them put a sewing machine in his house, and we started playing around with a bunch of straps and rings and handles, and next thing you know, we came up with a product that we took to the right legal source, and then when we said, can we do anything with this, you know, because there's like products on the market, and I don't want to step on anybody's toes, but I think there's a huge segment of our community and training professionals that are lacking the tools that they need to perform body weight suspended exercises with. So that's how I came up with the SBT. Didn't quite come up with the whole concept of a couple of straps, because again, if I go back to 1866, you'll find a book called